We've been rolling for the past 5 minutes, so
That's fine. As long as it's not tiny penis thing.
I actually have an announcement. Sean has a very small penis.
there we go. We've officially started.
A penis.
Every fucking time.
Yeah.
That's how we start all the podcasts.
Well, we were originally talking about Drake, so and Sean was going on. It's an expression of your masculinity.
It's the best promo he ever did.
Hey, man. It's not like it was bad. It's not like it caught him off guard. He sent that intentionally to somebody, and it was not a bad video.
Do you wish it was you? He sent it to
No. No. Not the slightest.
It's supposed to be for me. He put it on the internet for everybody to see.
But if you're going to send it, that's the best one to send. You can't just send some weird shit that you're facing.
Sean improves.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're going to send out dick videos or fucking tit videos and all that other shit, it's got to be something unique. You can't just be a standard
like
bathroom
ASMR
pic
or something.
So if he sent that to you, you give him this is good.
So if a female sent me a picture.
This is off to a great start.
But it sounds like if Drake sent that to you, you'd give him a thumbs up. Good dick.
Out of random, what would you do? What would be your reaction?
I blocked that number because I'm like, why the fuck would you send me
let's say it's fucking Drake.
It's in your DM.
I'd hold it for ransom.
From Champagne
Yeah.
Poppy, a DM with his poppy.
For ransom?
A
For what?
floppy from
How the fuck am
Poppy,
I
what are you
ransoming
gonna
it
do?
off?
Immediate screenshot.
I would force him to pay me a certain amount of money, or I'm gonna fucking post it.
His little stands and shit probably already hacked my Instagram and took that picture.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do. They know my password. It's probably Chaos123 or some shit.
I mean, considering what he does to women he sleeps with, I don't think it's that far fetched.
I mean, NDAs are pretty common with anybody.
NDAs and hot sauce.
The hot sauce is a little bit wild.
What the fuck is the hot sauce?
Hot sauce goes to sperm because of the acidity.
Whenever
Actually, no,
he
it's
fucks
actually
someone,
real shit,
he walks off to the kitchen and pours hot sauce into his condom so that they can't use it.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Hey man, if I'm worth a couple billion,
You're telling me
billion
those
with a
girls would
B.
take a turkey baster and steal the
Absolutely.
cum?
I know girls at my college, and we weren't shit that would do that.
Are you serious? Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Are you kidding me?
Bro, I never let a rubber out of my sight. The fuck?
Women are evil, man.
Y'all are paranoid. Okay, I could see it for Drake, but I don't think anyone wants your dirty.
Whoa.
Damn.
He's married.
I don't know, man.
Well, he's just talking about his college days, for sure. Where was it? Where'd you go to college? Radford, right?
No, Bluefield University.
Oh, okay.
It's a little bit closer. But there are some very deranged females out there. Just because you have common sense doesn't mean they do.
The mountain girls.
Yeah.
Well, hey guys, welcome to another episode of Controlled Chaos.
Oh my god, you actually remember the fucking
kind of-
name. That's crazy. And the tagline?
Uncontrolled chaos right now.
Uncontrolled?
Well, I'm pretty sure that 5 minutes won't make it into
Yeah.
the episode.
Nah, we gotta keep it. It's gotta be like the teaser of the episode.
Yeah, dude.
But along with the episode, we are back here with Izzy.
What's up?
We are doing this episode because she is, if we were, 2 days later, would be 2 months post winning nationals for collegiate Nats.
Yep.
You're a champion, bro. How's it feel?
We're 2 for 2 in women here being champions.
Yeah. Well, Rose is also the champion too. She recently just came back home.
Technically not a member.
Yeah.
We love Rose, but she likes to just dip in and out all the time.
Well, we're gonna miss her in Alaska.
Alaska? I thought she was in Georgia.
No, she's here now. She just came back from Georgia.
But she's going to Alaska.
Fuck.
Anyway, no, it feels pretty good. I definitely was not expecting, it was honestly a surprise when I found out that I won. I kind of figured I must have placed a little high because they immediately kidnapped me and swept me away behind stage for drug testing. I was like, okay, yeah, I guess top 3.
Won by
right?
40 keys. So
I didn't know. I wasn't looking at the lifting cast. When I'm in a meet, it's literally I just I lift the weight, come back. Reggie tells me to sit down. I listen to my music, I vibe, and then I come back out. Lift, do another attempt. But the goal, we kind of figured out, I do the best in my meets when I'm just having fun and just lifting, keeping it pretty light, just dancing around and stuff, I'll like mosh into Reggie and stuff.
So
I'm like the complete opposite.
Yeah.
I have to be like Clay just taught me to me. I'm pretty stone cold most of it.
listening to Taylor
Reggie-
Swift.
I found that I think when it like in Memphis, like last nationals,
Mhm.
big girl nationals, I think I put a little bit too much like pressure on myself to perform, and like I really wanted to have a good meet, so I think I almost forced it, and then I ended up not doing the best, like not doing the way I wanted to perform. So it's kind of like reflecting on other meets that I've had really at Shamrock, that was a lot of fun, and it was also just really fun, because it was here at Chaos, like all my friends were here. It was very chill. So
Mhm.
I kind of tried to emulate that and
Did you-
that day.
Did you focus on who you were going up against versus?
I had no idea who I was going up against.
Did you do that at Raw Nets too?
Raw Nets, I kind of had an idea of who was in my weight class, especially because I was competing in open and juniors.
Mhm.
So I was thinking, I probably won't, like I definitely won't podium on open, but I definitely have a chance for juniors. So I kind of was thinking. I also don't really, I'm not one to kind of snoop on others training. Like I don't really like care that much to like look them up and stuff. Like I know who they are.
Mhm.
Maybe I'll like check their open powerlifting, but I'm not gonna like follow them and on their Instagram and stuff like that. I let Reggie do that for me.
No, I was about to say, I actually, this last meet, which I see exactly why people love Reggie as a handler.
Yeah.
That was the most stress-free
The
day
goat.
I've had in forever. But like, he definitely did all the research, the planning.
Yeah.
Throughout the day, knew where I was going to be in the standings, so I didn't have to worry about it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I just kind of trust that he knows. As long as with any handler, you just got to communicate what you want in the beginning. Like if you want a place, like tell them that, and then they'll kind of put you in the spot to let you, pull for a placing or like a win or whatever, But yeah, I think that's an important thing when you're at a meet. Just trust and just have fun, If you're constantly second guessing your handler and your attempts and everything and yourself, you're gonna crack. You're not gonna have a good time.
So what was the better meet to compete at, Raw Nets or C Nets?
Funny because when I got into the CNATS ballroom, it was like set up the exact same way as nationals. So
Really?
yeah, it was like a literal flashback, like the four platforms, the vendors, just everything looked exactly the same, but like half the size maybe.
They
Was
have
it-
prime time?
No, there's no prime time.
Okay, so Nationals had 5 platforms, one being the dead center that was prime time.
Was it all TSS equipment?
Yeah.
Again? Okay.
TSS, same video wall, same everything. So it definitely felt like a kind of like a do-over sort of thing, But it was very I think definitely CNES was a better meet for me.
From even me not being
Yeah.
there, I would definitely say the CNES was better.
Yeah.
Because I think it's just.
I mean, we talked about like, how we want to go to the next one.
Yeah.
I just think.
Next one is in. God, they just announced the location. Is it
Oklahoma.
Arizona? Oklahoma. That's what it
Oklahoma,
was. I was like,
yeah.
Arizona? No, it's Oklahoma. That convention center looks awesome.
I think it's just. I think it's just better because it's college.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
just
fun
like-
because it's like it's some people's first meet and it's some people's like 15th,
But
Like,
and I
people
and
all
I think
over.
yeah, and I think it's also like in college sports, just in general, it's like these guys they have 4 years to do this, so it's like
Mhm.
some of these people, this is like this is like their last chance to be quote unquote a champion in
Yeah.
collegiate powerlifting. So it's like, and it's the same with like college basketball, college football. So it's like it means a lot more. So it's a lot more like passion and shit that goes into it.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think you feel that like in the like crowd wise and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the Midland lifters,
Oh yeah,
like
that
the
team
giant
is
teams
huge.
that they have.
Yeah.
Like,
Texas A&M,
Mhm.
Ohio
Mhm.
State.
yeah, it's great to have that support from your friends and your, I guess, like
VCU was kind of deep too.
yeah,
Kinda,
VC
like 6
came
people.
through. Yeah,
And then also, I think the cool part about that is that just majority of the Virginia schools are all like one big school together. Rooting
Yeah,
for
we
each
all
other,
we
'cause
all know each
everybody-
other.
Yeah,
support
UVA,
each
You
other,
got
yeah.
Tech, you got Tech rooting for you. You got UVA rooting for you.
Yeah, definitely.
George Mason.
George Mason,
Mhm.
Rowan Oakens. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Y'all,
Willie
right.
P. Willie P.
Willie P. Hey, Evan.
That
Rizzi,
is Team Roanoke.
Evan Rizzi Ross, baby.
I got national champion as well.
Yeah. Popping up everywhere.
Yeah.
Putting Virginia on the map.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Well, I'm signed up for what's next in powerlifting? Yeah, I'm signed up for Raw Nats in
Okay.
September. So Salt
She's
Lake
pulled the
City.
trigger. She's going for the Big Girl Nationals.
I thought she was about to say I signed up for a Powerlifting
Powerlifting
America.
America.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
I
God
did.
damn it.
I did
Lost
sign up
another
for
one.
another meet that's coming. I'm like 3 weeks out technically right now.
For another meet.
You're the weightlifting, aren't you? It's like a super meet, isn't it?
Not a super meet, just a regular Olympic weightlifting meet. Yep.
I was wondering because
Yep, you see
you've
me
been
doing a
doing
little
'cause
ollie
she
around
does.
here.
She gets her
Mhm.
she gets her powerlifting programming done, and then she's doing her some snatches and shit.
Yeah.
Well, so like she's always done that as like the fun thing to do.
Yeah.
But
Like that's
recently,
reckoning.
I've been noticing it a lot more frequently throughout the week on her story. I'm like,
Yeah, I've been hinting at it. It's like not really a big deal, but I don't really haven't been like 3 weeks out, 2 hours, 1 minute, 37, 36, 35 seconds. I don't put like a little countdown or whatever, you know.
I've never done that really, just because like that's just more pressure that you're adding on yourself.
It would
Sometimes.
make I would not be able to sleep at night if there was a countdown timer to a meet.
what? So
I'm bad about how
It's
many
gonna
weeks
be
out I am
in,
sometimes.
It's gonna be the Old Dominion Classic at the weight room.
what's a lot compared to between like prepping for weightlifting
Yeah.
competition and powerlifting competition?
Well, my coach is not really like weightlifting's not his specialty, so he's kind of given me a lot of the free reign for programming and.
Is it still Reggie or is it?
Yeah, it's still
Okay,
Reggie.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like I'll train 2 days a week, Ollie, 2 or 3, because I have a few like other things that I do. But yeah, I'll just have like a primary clean and jerk day, then do like a secondary snatch sort of thing. But it's a lot in terms of training. The difference between the two is completely different, honestly. Like with weightlifting, it's so technical and so much more mental. I feel like the difference between making a rep and like failing is just like one visualization cue, one something, like you didn't, like the bar got like 1 inch away from you, or like you jumped forward like a few inches, or like you didn't push through, you just like you reach the front foot or something like that. It's like one little thing that will mess up the lift.
So are you good? Like you're a champion in powerlifting. Like are you good in weightlifting?
I
Or is it just
was
like a
before
passion
when I was
sport?
like training. Like I think I was pretty good, decent. But now I'm just doing it for fun. I'm definitely not like I'm not good.
I just always wonder like when people do like multi. I was going to say multi-sports, but technically I guess
Yeah.
you would say multi-sports, where it's like I was pretty good in most sports, but like I had a best sport for sure.
Yeah.
And like my least sport was like swimming.
Yeah. So in competition, are you getting? What are the rules like? Like
It's a lot more stressful than a powerlifting competition.
Well, I heard I've heard they're hell as far as just like
because it's
the attempt. I know like the attempt changes and shit.
it's
just-
rising bar, so there's not like in powerlifting you have 3 attempts, like each flight takes their first attempt, then everyone takes their second attempt, everyone takes their third attempt, right? It's very organized. But with like weightlifting, it just goes by like what's on the bar. So if you open up really light and you're below everyone else, like you're gonna have to follow yourself, right? Because there's an automatic increase of 1 kilo after an attempt, and then you can always change it before the timer runs out. So you get a little extra time, if you need to like. Usually people will put in the next attempt that's lower than what they actually want, and then they'll just change it before to get a little extra time. If they're following themselves, you get 2 minutes. But yeah, so if you're really weak or you're really like strong, basically at the beginning or the end of the session, then you're gonna have to follow yourself, and it's a little more difficult because you have to do it like kind of right after it.
How many events in total?
Just 2 lifts, just a clean and jerk and snatch. The snatch goes first.
So how long does the meet usually last then?
It's a lot shorter too. It's probably like
Yeah.
2.5 hours maybe.
So and then as far as like rules and stuff, because I mean in powerlifting, for
Yeah.
instance, like for squat, it's like you get a red light if you miss depth and stuff.
Mhm.
Is it the same like that in weightlifting or no?
It's
It's just a
mainly
matter of just get the lift.
well, they have like technicalities. Like the big one is elbows for both. So if you kind of like bend your elbows or press out, they'll count. That's like a no lift. Or like you'll get a red light for that. So it also depends, like, you know, the judges with how they see the lift. Sometimes you'll kind of twitch and they'll like think it's a press out. But yeah, no press outs. You can't like touch your elbows to your legs. You have to end the lift. Like you have to have control over the lift. So you can't be like, you know, dancing around with the weight above you. You have to end with your feet in line with each other. So yeah, before you get the down command. So you do get a down command.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Is it score based or is it weight based? So
it's a weight class sport too. So I think they have like a Wilks. I think it's Wilks or something like that. They have their own formula, but usually it just goes by total on your weight class, some kind of thing.
Our weigh-ins, are they 2-hour weigh-ins?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're very similar. So, and then the women's bar is 15 kgs instead of 20, and it's a little bit shorter and a little thinner.
yeah, I mean, like I have
Yeah,
the 2
exactly.
Bella bars over there.
Yeah, the Bella bar.
Would you say cutting is cutting for a weight class kind of the same as powerlifting? As far as, could you, like, I mean, for some people it's like rather intense, like doing a water cut and stuff, or
You can. The weight classes are organized a little bit differently, especially because there's like Olympic weight classes and then there's like USA weightlifting classes.
right.
There's a lot more USA weightlifting. So there's like, I know where I'm sitting, there's like 81, 87, probably like 70 something, versus like 82 and a half and 90.
Yeah.
So I can be 82 and a half for powerlifting. If I wanted to do weightlifting, I would have to do like an 81 or 87. Like if I think I'm sitting right now around 83 kgs. So I just would naturally just come in and be an 87. That's what I signed up for. So I don't feel like cutting down to 81.
Yeah.
When, you know, so
Yeah.
usually when I do cut, like for CNATs, I cut down, like I did really slow, like 3 months, just kind of steady. I showed you the graph of that. It was like probably like 3 and some change kgs.
Which, I mean, that's the best way to do it versus Clay's favorite method, which is a water cut the like week of.
It's not my favorite. I hate that shit.
You were suffering from
Every
this.
single meet you do it though. And I'm just like, Clay.
It works, but like, I mean, shit. That shit took me a minute. It took me a couple of weeks to finally learn actually how it works. Because for the longest, I didn't realize how big of a role that sodium plays into it. The way I
That's like the one major component in it, dude.
Seriously.
Yeah, bro. And then the way I be cooking, boy. Dude, because I remember it was the last meet, not the last meet. It was Shamrock last year. I was cutting. I was like 2 days going into it, and I was going 2 gallons. The second day, I went like 2.5, and I didn't really have that much of a weight change. And then Anton was like, "You logging your shit into MyFitnessPal, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "Look at your sodium." I looked at my sodium, dog. I was like 3,000 milligrams over. So I was like, he was like, "Yeah, it's definitely it. You gotta switch some shit up. Like, what are you eating a day?" I'm like, I've been getting these like my main source of carbs is them Redskin potatoes from Kroger. And I looked at the sodium, and I was like, yeah, I think I gotta cut these bitches out. So I just cut them shits out and just switched it to rice, which has no sodium. I was like, okay, we're good now. We're cooking some shit up now. And then instantly, the cut went fine after that, but that's when I learned, like, okay, it's a sodium that I need to watch out for.
I would have switched it to like asparagus or green beans. Because that actual little water would have made you just pee it out.
Yeah, those are the 2 vegetables for me that just,
Have you ever
years of-
combined it with a gut cut?
no, I've never, so.
I do gut cuts. He doesn't. Ever.
So
What's a gut cut?
So you're basically trying to create the same volume in your stomach, but you're eating foods that are
Like less dense
liquid.
calorie
So,
wise?
ice cream,
No
yogurt.
fiber, basically.
It's just one
Very-
of those.
very-
Trying to empty out your GI.
Okay.
It's just one of those things for me where because I brought that up to him going to Raw Nats. He was like, I think it's something that you should try, just not going into a prep, because it's like, if it ain't, I mean, the water cut, like, it works. So it's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And the gut cut shouldn't be something that we should try going into this, because we don't know what it's going to do. So I think
there's minimal damage done when you do gut cuts, though.
right, but I just think that's just
Yeah.
more so like, if it's something for me to try, it's a matter of just trying it like in the off season, just to see what it does, not necessarily going into a meet, because then it's like,
Right.
I feel like there's also like a few different schools of thought for the gut cut. There's like the Steve DeNovi, like quote unquote right way to do it
Yeah.
with like the almonds and the protein shakes and
Bro, that
other
shit makes
stuff.
me feel like a skinny girl, like
Yeah,
a
right.
skinny girl diet.
But that one
Uh-huh.
actually, I mean, I had one of my athletes kind of follow that sort of protocol
Mhm.
because I knew that was like it would work.
It works for most people, yeah.
Yeah, the majority of people it works, and
yeah.
it was fine. Like she weighed in like perfect.
Honestly,
like
the thought of
74
it-
or whatever.
The thought of it kind of makes me sick to my stomach, because when I was watching Rose do it, I'm like, I would throw
Rose
up.
Bro,
doesn't-
what? She was eating fucking ice cream and shit. I
Rose
was
doesn't
like,
do it
yeah,
with the
but-
almonds and stuff.
Yeah, but it's just like she was eating ice cream, fucking cheesecake and shit.
She eats
and
like
it's
she loves
dog,
the
that
cookie
shit-
cake. She'll buy an entire U-Crop sheet cake and just
Yeah, I feel like
spoon
I'm
that
like,
down.
bro, I feel like I throw up.
well, I mean, the
She
last
also
2
has
days.
a great, like a big sweet tooth too. Like you have to want it. It's like it's a treat for her.
It's like I have a sweet tooth too, but at the same time, I'm picky about sweets.
Mm.
That's the thing too.
I don't have a sweet tooth, so like gut cuts are super easy, especially like the
Yeah.
last 2 days. Like I was basically just living on protein shakes.
Yeah,
And like I didn't want to go above like 15 grams of fiber,
Mhm.
just enough to push something out if you need to.
yeah.
But like hit sauna that Thursday, only had to do like 3 little mini sessions. I was good to go.
Yeah.
Didn't need to do anything extra.
I feel like I usually unintentionally do like a little gut cut like a few days before meet, just because I'll like be traveling. I'll get to an Airbnb. Like I'll like this time we Instacarted some food. So we just had like a few groceries with some essential stuff, and so
Yeah.
it's basically you're just kind of forced to have like whatever you can get your hands on. Hit your protein.
Yeah.
But
I mean, like, it's so interesting how your macros will be the make or miss when it comes to weight,
Yeah.
but also like in how you do in the meet. So this time we did like a sodium overload that Friday, which you saw, like I was super depleted Friday morning, Friday
Yeah.
evening after your session, and then I'm down to like 268,
Yeah.
and then by the end of the night I'm 281. Like,
yeah, that was crazy.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10,000 milligrams of sodium was fantastic the
Oh
next
my
day.
God.
Yeah.
I would have liked to test your blood pressure too.
I've been breathing like through a tube that's clogged with jello. Like my heart was not doing well. I'm guessing. I'm just like purely guessing. But this time I didn't have food poisoning after the meet because we ate some awesome Argentinian cuisine provided by Jess.
Oh, nice.
We didn't get cookout poisoning this time. Because that time on the way back from Maryland, like I had the food poisoning and it's like I dropped down to like 260. So another additional like 8 pounds was gone.
Yeah.
Well, bro, you, I don't think you understand how fast you ate that cookout,
Yeah, was it poisoning or is it just like you overloaded your system
bro.
and you just
No,
like
no,
got a
purged?
little-
it
got
was
a little
food
tummy
poisoning.
ache.
Okay.
Bro, I lied to you not. We all got we're in the car and Ryan and I are just, taking our time eating our shit. Mind you,
Mhm.
Sean got the most food out of all of us. And he
I got 2
crushed-
trays, so let's relax.
Bro, he
Yeah.
dog, he crushed that shit
I'm driving.
in a matter. He crushed that shit in a matter of like 10 minutes. It was like 2 trays, a cheer wine, and some other shit, and he crushed all that shit.
That's
so I
crazy.
got all like quesadillas and like Cajun wraps.
Mhm.
So like really basic shit that's handheld that I can eat while driving because Clay and Ryan are passenger princesses. They can take their time to eat. I have another 4.5 hour trip to drive, so
You
Yeah,
hear
you
with
gotta savor
your
it.
knees on the steering wheel. You got double your double fisting.
Double fisting.
no, I did something worse. I wrapped the Cajun wrap in the chicken
Oh
quesadilla.
my god.
Also, he had me turn the Bama
Yeah,
game
yeah,
on, and they were about to
abomination.
lose and shit. And this
Oh my
motherfucker's just
god,
stressing.
this
about
guy's
it.
like an
It's like
iPad kid.
squeezy.
Just needs constant
Dog,
stimulus.
we're going, dog,
No,
dog,
it's-
we're going over to the Chesapeake Bridge, and Bama has one turnover. He's like, "Fuck this!" And he's about to take
He's
us
gonna crash out.
Yeah.
No, something like I have to hear something. Like I love podcasts, hence
Mhm.
why I love doing podcasts. But like, I don't want to just listen to music the entire time
Yeah.
because that just gets boring.
Mhm.
And sometimes people like Ryan will be on his phone or sleep. Clay will go in and out of sleep and on his phone. So it's like, well, Clay, can you put the game on if you're going to fall asleep so I can listen to Alabama? If you happen to jerk the wheel when we feel a free falling feeling, just know that we lost.
Oh my god.
Both our seasons ended that day. Just kidding. We won. It's fine.
What if you hadn't won? It'd be over. You wouldn't be here right now.
Be sad as fuck.
You be the gym owner.
Mm-hmm. If I was the gym owner,
This whole
I know
section
what I-
would be
yeah.
all
Is there something you would do different? What would you change about the gym if you had full control over it?
Damn, that's actually
Yeah,
a
I'm
good ass
trying to-
question.
I always wonder what people think they like
Mm.
if they were in my position, what they would do.
Yeah, what the fuck do you hate that we do?
Also, speak a little
Don't.
closer to the mic, Izzy.
Oh, sorry. Is this better? Okay, guys. I don't know. I think I would try to maybe like acquire like another kind of section of like this building. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be that because right now I feel like you've done the most that you can do with the space you have, right? Like if you had an extra like, I don't know how, if you had the sewing space example, like with all the little ladies over there, like if you had to boot them out of their spot.
Kick them out.
Yeah, exactly.
Hostile takeover, baby.
Well, they would be fierce. They've got all their little crocheting like needles and stuff, and they're right next to the gun store.
You can throw
They
you
going
can,
down.
you can throw the barbells like javelins. It's
They
fine.
going. They don't. They going down.
That would be an
swinging,
epic.
man.
That would be an epic
So-
battle. The gym bros versus the sewing lady.
It's like
They're
the
really
fighting
nice.
anchor man.
Yeah,
They're really nice people, and you tested their chili.
their chili. That chili was so good.
But like
Yeah.
the next door neighbor directly beside me is the mattress owner, and he hasn't been there in over a year.
Yeah,
He's been in and out the hospital, so like I don't even know if he even has been doing business. And it's like, well, that's an extra 1,000+ square feet
Yeah.
that we could have added to the building.
Yeah.
I think it would be nice to have like a dedicated, like cardio room. So Gold's, they recently just got rid of it, but they had the cardio cinema. Oh my god,
Really?
best thing ever I've ever been in. It's like a dark little room with
Just
like
plays movies.
with a theater. Yeah, it's
What?
cold, it's cold.
Yeah, that's
It's like 60 degrees in
But they
there.
got rid
AC
of it?
blasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, movies in there. So
Um,
you just walk on the treadmill or like your little elliptical and you're watching a movie and it's like surround sound theater. It's a literal
Wait, they
little
had that.
cardio
They had
theater.
that at the fan.
No, at the
At Laburnum, right?
Laburnum. They just got rid of it,
Yeah.
yeah, because they demolished that. They got rid of their cycle area and they moved the powerlifting section across the gym to underneath where.
So where did the
cardio?
cardio machines go? They just shove it somewhere else?
They've been upstairs. It was like a cycling studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they
Okay.
got rid of that. They still have the SARM's dungeon. Don't worry.
The SARM's dungeon.
SARM's dungeon.
Can you elaborate on that?
It's like this area that's like closed off from the rest of the gym, and it's completely different vibe. It's like old school, like West Side, like grungy shit, like all the iron plates, shit's breaking
Hell
down,
yeah.
like literally, like you can imagine. All
It has
the
like
old
the chain link
bodybuilders.
fence around
Yeah.
it and
Like
shit.
a biker
Exactly.
gym.
Yeah, exactly. Basically like that. There's like, dead roaches in the back and stuff.
Hell
and it's
yeah.
right next to the outdoor area too. So
So that's something I would want.
Yeah.
So it's like an outdoor area. I know it's
Yeah.
kind of overrated because there's a lot of fickle weather. Like it was 80 degrees and sunny, and now it's an overcast. Like it's about to rain here in Virginia.
Mm.
And it's like I would like
Yeah.
to do some shit outside. Like if it was some
Yeah, I
metabolic
would too.
workouts, like pushing a sled.
Put a turf out. Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
if it's doing like barbell work, just the fact that there's a breeze around, I'm sweating a little extra. I feel like the workout gets a little
I
better.
feel like that would be really nice. Like you just need a really like thin area where you could put in like a long like
Yeah.
little turf area room,
But
so you could do some like
You know how
sled stuff.
Alpha Land has like that gym 3 where it's basically like a garage gym.
Mhm.
It's outside and shit.
I like their ramps better.
No, I would love that too.
Have you been to Alpha Land?
No.
Yeah. But no, I feel like that would be the one area that would be at 24/7 because especially during the summertime because the garage
It's a
doors,
vibe.
the garage doors up.
Open
24/7.
air.
Yeah.
Crop tops or shirtless. That's all you
Yeah.
way you can work out in that gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, an outdoor area
Yeah.
or an area that has like garage doors that opens up.
hmm
Specifically, it's like cut off. But like, this is not the building that's going to be able to do that.
No.
Between the fact that the management doesn't want us here anymore, and then the fact that there's so many issues with the building, I cannot wait to find another space.
I mean, I saw like that first video you posted on your Instagram story of what it used to look like.
Yeah.
It's completely different. Like I remember when you guys took out the wall here, that was a big game changer. But I didn't realize like how bad it was.
I gotta start doing that more often. I was just like nostalgic. I'm like, let's show everyone what
that was
this,
awesome.
this
Yeah.
looks like.
Yeah, I've completely forgotten what it felt like to have that wall.
Yeah.
For people that don't know, where right behind the three you're sitting right now used to be a wall with like a window and closed off like basically half the fucking space in this gym.
When I first came here for the open house, because I found out about this gym through like one of those sponsored ads on Instagram. Like it was just a picture of that room over there with the Texas racks, and you're like, new racks just came in, and I was like, oh shit, gotta check them out. And then there's an open house, so I came over, and then I was like, I feel like I was kind of an asshole. I think the first thing I said to you guys, I was like, where's your sign? Like I didn't even see the gym. I was like, there's no sign out front.
I asked every day for like a month.
There is still no sign out front, but
that's like a management problem.
At minimum, it costs $10,000 to install a sign, and that's just a pre-quote.
Wasn't there an issue with like the landlords about it too?
Yeah, it specifically has to be done with a special custom rail that's for the sign. Yeah. The lettering has to be a certain font. It has to be a certain type of letter.
It would have been boring, built. Like the Chaos Lab.
Yeah, no, I'm not allowed to do the emblem, which is like that's my fucking name is the emblem.
Do you have any idea how much attention that would attract? Like a big glowing purple, like biohazard from the distance. Like that would look so hard.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, just the circle alone, just flattening circle around it would have been nice. But like, no, they want the full name. And I wasn't allowed to do like a banner either because it looks tacky in their opinion. So I'm like, well, good thing in our lease.
There's a lift.
Nice little
Jonas
being a dog.
Right next to us.
He did 2. He's about to go for a 3rd.
Here we go.
He's standing back up with it.
Easy.
And he's racking that shit.
Very easy.
So if I had any control, I would have a dedicated media room so we can block out some noise.
Obviously. That's what like
not even
so
that,
like
bro. Not even just for that, bro. Just so that we don't gotta set this bitch up no more.
It takes us like an hour to set up these microphones and it's like a mess.
But back to the sign shit, it's stupid as fuck to buy because it's like it has to be specifically for that spot, and we can't take that. We can't take that
take
bitch
off the
with
building.
us.
Take it with us. Even the lettering. So like it's custom.
Like the frame.
Oh yeah. It's like
So it's pointless.
Which is funny because like there's a couple shops in the strip that have like kind of custom signs that they're not like the standard font. So I don't know why they're picking on you.
Yeah, I mean I can go on all day about how predatory.
There needs to be a whole
misleading
episode.
My leases.
Yeah. After this lease ends, maybe you could unleash all of that information.
Yeah, I'll just see what the lawyer Chris says about the statute of limitations there, because
probably don't go into numbers, but like there's a lot of bullshit that happens here.
Oh yeah, but no, going back to it, like I would love a dedicated office space because that'd be a nice space for us to like relax and not be around everyone all the time, especially when I'm on phone calls and everything. But then having a space to record would be the same thing as having an office, an outdoor space. I would like just open turf, similar to like the shop. Or Power Build has it in the middle, which separates the 10 combo racks and platforms they have and the bodybuilding section of machines. So I think that's really nice because then you combine the two worlds.
I think Tyson's has something similar where they have the turf going down the middle.
You have turf?
Yeah, it's like a little turf thing, but it's kind
I've been
of
there like twice.
It's a smaller area, so I feel like it doesn't really. I feel like it causes just a little bit more like chaos in the middle of the gym because you've got people like doing their warm ups, like doing their sled pulls or just on the ground doing their like prehab stretches and things like that, and then it's like right next to the weightlifting platforms. And the cardio machines, and then also the dumbbells and the other machines. So it's like, I feel like it's like not the most intuitive, but it's the only really real place to have the turf there because I think they got rid of their other like dedicated turf room before. Yeah, and I'm thinking of like other gyms in that area. It's like Unleashed doesn't have turf. I've never been to Unleashed, but I've seen.
Very nice little gym.
Yeah.
I met the owner when I went in for the American Pro. Both times I had to go up there for that trip, and then see, Shop Manassas, Shop Aspirin, Unleashed, Tyson's. I've never been to DMV Iron, and I haven't been to, what is that other spot that's up there? I know Exile's in Maryland.
I went to the DMV Iron in
Hometown.
Alexandria.
No, hometown. We've been there. You said what?
Oh,
The DMV Iron in Alexandria has like a separate entrance
Yeah.
for their powerlifting gym.
That's nice.
So when I went there with
Interesting.
Sophia, like, she had to like let me in, and then we had to like go outside to take her down.
Yeah,
to
because
the
I
powerlifting.
remember. So that had been. I knew about DMV Iron for the longest, and so the first time I went there, I didn't realize that they had bought that space and opened it for powerlifting.
Yeah.
No. I went there before that when they didn't have that space and that like that room where
Yeah.
all the dumbbells and shit are. That was where like the powerlifting space was and shit.
That makes sense. That's where it would be.
Yeah, and so when I was looking around and shit, I was like, "Am I stupid or like did they get rid of all their powerlifting shit?" So I went to the front. I was like, "Where's like the powerlifting section?" He was like, "Oh yeah, we moved all that down there. We bought space just directly for it." And then the dude let me in and shit. I was like,
Yeah.
that's nice." But yeah, it's got
That
like
must
the
have been
turf.
a bitch to carry all that stuff over there.
Well,
Yeah.
It depends. If you have,
I think
if you have like the pallet jacks, a lot of this shit's super easy to move. Or just the little bellies that we have.
because they ended up just buying more. I think that at that point they just went full on with the custom ghost racks.
Because they have 2 locations now, right?
Yeah,
So
one in
Falls
Falls
Church.
Church. Yeah, haven't been to that
No,
one.
DMV Iron.
Mhm.
They have like 5. They're opening up another one.
I didn't know for the longest
Yeah.
time that DMV Iron and RVA Iron were not the same.
Yeah.
They're not owned by the same person.
No. And
Nope.
it's good that you know that now.
Yeah.
Which one came first?
DMV Iron.
Okay.
Leo's been there
Okay.
for a good minute. Leo's a good dude. It's funny how everyone who's a gym owner is either ex-military or like just someone who's been in the gym for a long time.
Yeah.
Because he's a Marine. Brandon's a Marine. Saber's a Marine. Jason did firefighting, so that's not really anything remotely close to the military. But like he's been in.
Still frontline.
He was a he was a
Yeah.
personal trainer at Gold's while being a firefighter, so he's been in the gym for years.
Yeah.
And Ken was in the military too. He was in the army
Mm.
for Tyson's. I don't remember what the owner of Unleashed has done.
What have you done?
I played college football,
How have you served our country?
provided entertainment
Yeah,
for the masses.
Perfect. I feel like you would be a good professional wrestler. I was just
Man.
thinking about this today. I literally said to someone, I was like, I want to be a professional wrestler. I want to be in the WWE.
I just
I
watched.
feel like I could.
You would.
You absolutely could.
Yeah, I definitely.
Yeah, no,
I feel like I could
like
have
Rhea
a.
Ripley type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would definitely be.
Yeah.
Especially if you have like corpse paint on and shit.
Exactly. Yeah. It's because I always get these like edits for the WWE. There's this one guy. I think his name is Sting.
Sting. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was thinking of.
He looks like the Crow, but he like takes
Yeah,
off,
yeah,
takes
yeah.
off his
Yeah.
mask, and then it's just the same.
Your
fucking
gimmick would be
face.
like you're like his long lost daughter or something.
Yeah, exactly. So good. I'll get like kind of get like flown in and feel like flames behind me and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Arms outstretched, trench
Yeah,
coat.
exactly. The trench coat.
We just found her secondary career when she quits powerlifting for
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
You heard it here first. You owe us royalties.
Yeah.
hmm
Especially if you go that route in costume design.
Yeah. Thing is, I gotta put in my work now, get super jacked, and then I'll be ready for my career.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Need to get on gear.
yeah.
That's like a requirement.
Is it?
For the recovery, yeah. Like everyone's basically
But I thought but I thought it was like fake. You just kind of roll around and
the
Yeah,
outcome
yeah,
of the
but-
fights are fake, but the athletics are very real. Like you
Yeah.
have to like, you know, Rey
You really are
Mysterio
jumping
picking
from
up
the
Big
top
Show
of the-
type shit. Like his
Yeah.
joints are trashed.
And then,
Like John Cena literally had like a workout routine
Yeah.
in order
Yeah.
to look the way he did and move the
and these
people.
dudes,
True,
there's no,
true.
The
there's no,
mobility of your joints and everything. Like
there's
I
no
gotta get
like,
into like tricking and stuff, and I just
there's no like real off season for them anyway.
No.
Like this
Mm.
is constantly running.
Yeah.
they're
So
always
they have to-
traveling too.
It depends on the storyline.
Yeah.
So your off season could be just your storyline isn't on par right now.
Well, yeah,
It might just be girls only, it might be guys. It might be
yeah, they go
like,
through like cycles. So it's like they'll have, the one hero of like the season and
Mhm.
like the one, the ones that are like not part of any big storylines are called
Yeah.
jobbers because they're there because like
Yeah,
they
like-
have to do their job,
Yeah,
but they're
there's
not.
there's
Like,
so
they'll-
much lore.
like they'll
Yeah.
kill off
Yeah.
John Cena. It's like, all right, yeah, we're gonna kill you off for like
Yeah.
all right, here's 6 months of off season.
Yeah.
Go film your movies.
Basically.
Yeah.
Come back.
I think that was like literally Undertaker's origin story because he had a completely different look before he became like the zombie man. He was like a biker.
Undertaker.
Kane too.
Yeah, Kane. Yeah, isn't he like a mayor now or some shit?
Something like that.
Yeah, he's like a
Something
mayor
in
or like a
government.
governor or something of like.
I mean, if he learned anything from Arnold, anything is possible.
Yeah.
It's never too late for a career change.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know what I would want to do. Like, let's say Chaos closed. It's like, and I didn't want to be in like powerlifting. It's I don't even know the route I would go next.
You should do bodybuilding. You
I
should
have
do
the
at least
calves
one
for-
show.
I have the calves for it.
Yeah, you should do at
Yeah.
least one show.
The side eye. He's thinking about it.
I don't know. I've thought, no, me and Clay have definitely talked about it before.
Yeah.
Like doing a show. But it's like,
I feel like the mental toll that it takes on you is really, I don't know if it outweighs.
Wouldn't be
the
much worse than
benefits.
running this gym.
what?
I don't
Mental
know.
fortitude,
Because
baby.
you can.
Like if you took this gym out of the way, he could handle bodybuilding prep easy, dude.
I mean, that's part of the reason why I don't compete here is that like I can't walk into here and not think about work. or
Yeah,
content.
definitely.
I gotta like really focus if I'm going to. So I take the focus steps from, 110.
Plug. Put it on the screen.
Pickle, dill pickle flavored.
It's
It is
best
the
flavor
best
he's
flavor.
ever
made.
Yeah.
Happy belated birthday, Kevin. It was recently his birthday.
I know.
Yeah.
Sorry you got mugged.
Huh?
You got jumped, didn't you?
Yeah,
At-
you're
at
me.
Sinatsu.
It's your fault.
What?
It's all your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. There was beef with another supplement company that was stealing his formula, so he confronted them, and then they all kind of just jumped him.
No shit.
Swear to God.
That's hardcore.
On film.
For the record, if Sean and I were there, it would have been a completely different outcome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
If I had known it was
Uh-huh.
happening,
Bro, what? Me and Clay would just give ourselves the eye. That's it. Charging like Superman and Batman.
Kind of not mad at that, man. I run like an apparel brand for cycling, and there's a couple of ops that I wouldn't mind getting into a scrap with.
Yeah, just imagine me and Clay
Call
coming
him
out of
out.
nowhere and just dropping somebody.
Tell him to pull up.
drop the names right
Call him
now.
out. Bitch.
I'm coming for you, bitch.
Pussy.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. You know where we are.
Good.
We 10 toes.
I'm actually gonna censor that. So
We don't believe in violence here.
disclaimer: he doesn't believe in violence. He doesn't condone it.
Violence.
I've only ever been in one altercation, so that's all it needs to be.
Peace. Let peace wash over you.
Been in a couple of group
No.
altercations, and
I know you're
I'd say
Group altercations.
I'd say-
That
I'd say-
was a
I'd say-
gang
I would-
activity.
well, no, I would say
I was a part of
say-
a couple circle altercations.
So I was, I'm kind of like the.
Clay's a gangbanger. We just found out.
So out of the 4 or the 5, they definitely just start because of me, because I'm like the littlest guy. Everybody in the littlest guy that always just talks about shit, because it's like I'm around all the big guys, so like they ain't gonna touch me. Yeah, that was me.
legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about Maryland. It's me, Kelvin, and Jose. It's like we're all 270 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I know I'm short, but like it's like, well, Clay's bodyguard's here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They'll protect you.
Yeah.
Actually, with you guys, you probably just put Clay out front. So you're like, oh, you did it. You called him out.
As many
Don't
times
deal
me and
with
Clay
it.
have been out and everything, we've never been close to an altercation, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like people get the vibe they don't want to die today.
Basically.
I have to like earlier I said I had like a weird altercation at the gas station. I feel like I'm always
Oh, yeah, what was that about?
Gas station story.
I always have like a resting kind of like bitch face. Like I kind of try to like look like I'm gonna fight you, because it's like I'll just get out of my car, and then like someone from the next pump over, he's like excuse me, like, you know, it's like, and I feel like this happens like probably like 50% of the time I'm at the gas station, just like someone comes up to me like asking me something, whether it's like trying to like solicit something or like trying to hit on me or something like that. It's really annoying. Like, although this dude was like, he's like I'm not trying to like, you know, like get your number or anything like that, but
Can I get your number?
Can I get your telegram?
right?
Can I send you a post-it?
Can I get your blood type?
your Instagram or whatever. But he was like, he's like, oh, I'm giving out free samples. He's like, do you wear perfume? I was like, And I never know. Like, I don't. I just wish I could just
Fentanyl.
not say anything.
Chloroform.
I know, right? I'm like, no. I'm like, no. He's like, really? He just did not believe me. He's like, and I feel like I get kind of like flustered. I'm like, I don't know what to say because you don't know how people are gonna respond or react, right? So if you're rude to them, they're gonna like sometimes like you don't know if they're gonna like get angry or something like that, or like if you're nice, like they're gonna like take advantage or whatever.
Like mace or something?
Just my guns.
Oh, I knew that was gonna happen.
My motherfucking arms off the table.
I feel like in this day,
I used to have a baseball bat in my front seat that I would just always have when I switch cars.
In your front seat.
Yeah, like right. You know where you have your gear. Like I just 1 inch over is my baseball bat. You know, when I'm in traffic and road rage, I'll just kind of like reach over and grab it. Like
which gas station was that anyway?
The Sheets right down the street.
Oh shit.
But anyway, he was like,
why the fuck do you have a bat in your front seat?
Why not?
She doesn't play baseball, Kadeem.
It's to hit people. That's what she's saying.
She played field hockey.
I played lacrosse actually. Jules played field hockey.
I thought you both played field hockey too.
No. I did like in middle school.
Okay.
But I played lacrosse.
You don't need a baseball license to buy a baseball bat, dude.
But you're supposed to have a ball also in the car, so that way it's not a weapon and you won't get like it's not illegal that way.
Here, ladies, go down to your
Is that a fact?
I think it is.
I don't
go down to Dick's Sporting Goods.
But if you go,
buy a bat and a ball.
I'm pretty sure if you just have like a baseball bat, it's like a weapon, right? But if you have like if you have like a ball with it, then it's like
I just happen to have this sports tool that would defend me.
Not that I ever had like a baseball ball.
I don't think I've ever even wanted to approach a woman at a gas station, grocery store, like somewhere where it's like she.
In this day and age, no.
No, I'm just saying no, like in general.
Yeah.
Like we've been together with our significant others for forever, so it's not like, but it's like sporting events, clubs, parties.
It's you're vulnerable because you're out of your car. The car is probably locked or whatever. Like you have your wallet and your keys in your hand. You know, it's like you're in a very vulnerable state, right?
It's just also just even then, like before I was with my significant other, I just always thought of she could either say no, and the next thing you know, I'm the next like. I'm on Instagram or I'm on Twitter like getting flamed.
He was with his girl too.
I don't even want
his girl. She was in the passenger seat.
She was with it.
She was with him, but she went to the other dude and she was like talking to this dude on the other gas station. And then I was like, he's like, do you wear perfume? I was like, no. And then he was like, what? You know what? I don't believe that. I was like, yes, I like my natural scent. And then I like he's like, that's the biggest booking cap I've ever heard. I was like shut the fuck up.
In this day and age.
You said that. I was like, oh, God. I don't know.
That happens all the time in the city. That's why I don't go to any gas stations in the city anymore.
Gas station story is always so crazy.
This isn't even the city.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, just in general, in the city, though, I'm just like, yo.
You know, the BP, there's a gas station nearby our house. Probably like 2 minutes or like a few minutes away. And then apparently... there was probably in the 90s there was a hate crime there.
What?
Like so I think someone got decapitated at that gas station.
As a hate crime?
I think he was gay and then he got decapitated.
Okay.
Yeah, right in the middle of Richmond. Yeah.
With what? Like
I don't know, but it's Pride Week and that should never happen. That's horrible.
I don't think that should happen on any week or month.
I know, but especially, rip to that guy. He did not deserve it. But yeah. It's crazy shit that happens.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
On a happier note, what is 3 things that you have to take with you when you go on these trips to like nationals or when you're going on the road somewhere?
3 things that I have to take, not including like lifting gear and stuff.
Yeah, and like not something that everyone should automatically assume you're taking like gear or your toothbrush, your toothpaste, all that kind of stuff, deodorant.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, this is a good question. I feel like I pack pretty light, honestly. I don't take a bunch of extra stuff. Definitely like a book to read on the plane, because when I was on the plane to Georgia, I was traveling by myself, but I was finishing up the book that I was reading, And I was in the middle seat, and there was like this lady to my right, and then like this dude that was just sleeping to my left. And I was in the middle there reading my book, and I was literally like, I was like, like it was intense, and I was like, I literally like I exclaimed, I was like, oh my god.
It was next to you. This bitch is tweaking.
Yeah. Well, she was one of those people that like, she was yapping to me a lot. We were talking about. I basically know her entire life story now. It was that kind of flight. But probably a book, and then definitely pre-workout, specifically Level Up Alchemy Warlock's Wrath. Plug.
Insert quote. It's from one of our members, John Clay Wilson.
Nah, yeah. And then let me see. What else? I don't know. What did I take with me? Maybe like a crystal,
What?
Can you elaborate? What kind of crystal?
You bring a shiny rock with you?
Smoky quartz crystal, my favorite. I am a crystal girl.
What properties does that have?
I think the properties are they're very subjective, right? I think you kind of imbue them with whatever energy you need to.
Okay, so what energy are you putting into it?
Healing, conquering my enemies sort of thing.
Okay, that's two
violence,
very different emotions.
Vengeance, happiness, kind of like a mixed bag. So, it's that's why it's smoky quartz,
Okay.
I'm just fucking bullshitting. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the most bullshit crap I ever heard.
I was like, I knew Izzy was into astrology, but like, I was sitting here, I was like, you're into crystals?
I am into crystals. I just think they're very. I just think they're shiny.
So you actually do bring a crystal with you. Okay.
I have one in my purse right now. It's a crystal skull. But yeah, I actually do have I have a crystal in my car. I have a crystal in my purse. I have them in my room. Do
you put evil crystals in the bags of people you don't like?
Sean, did you check your bag today?
I'm having a good day, so like
Not for long.
Before I leave, I'm just gonna leave my bag here so I can have it.
I'll curse
Clay,
you.
what do you take on trips? As much as I've seen you.
My phone, my laptop.
Oh my god, can you not
My
be boring as
AirPods.
fuck? AirPods, I'll give you that one.
Oh yeah.
See,
My wallet,
it's hard,
my
right?
ID.
Yeah, it's
My
like
credit card.
besides basic shit that you would pack, it's like I don't feel like I pack anything special.
Yeah, nah.
Unless like
Dude, it's special. I'm leaving that shit home.
Exactly.
I ain't taking that shit with me.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be mad as shit that I
My
left.
cameras, my lenses.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Sean?
I was gonna say like AirPods are one that I take on all trips.
Yeah.
Whether it's a car or so like when I have to drive the moving vans and stuff, usually the Bluetooth and shit sucks. So
Yeah.
having the AirPods is the best thing. If not, it's when I'm in a hotel with Clay, it's like if Clay wants to be asleep and I'm awake, I'm listening to TikTok or watch a movie with my AirPods in. I normally take my iPad everywhere just because that's like a little computer.
The iPad kid comes out.
I mean, I run everything on it just to play like video games on it.
He just plays Clash of Clans, bro. He doesn't use that shit for anything else.
I use it for a lot of other stuff. Before meets, I have to watch like the movie Gladiator on it.
Specifically?
Yeah,
What the
every
hell?
single meet.
Really?
Gladiator.
You fucking psycho.
Are you not entertained?
No, I watch Creed.
Creed's good.
Yeah.
Honestly, Creed or
Corny.
any of the Rocky. Man, it's better than Gladiator.
Corny.
Gladiator.
So that's your pre-meet ritual?
No. They are both iconic movies. Gladiator has way more credibility film-wise than Creed does.
So you don't watch 300?
What do you mean by
either?
credibility?
Because 300, I actually just recently watched 300 and 300, the second one. And it was kind of like, I could see why it was so big back in the day, but nowadays I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, this is a little OD. Like, especially the second movie, it's like this dude is shooting a spear 400 yards away.
Hell yeah.
And like, it's just a perfect shot to his neck. Yeah. Like, get the fuck out of my face.
Apparently there's a Gladiator 2 coming out.
Yeah, I saw that. Honestly, it just depends on like the directors and everything.
Well, I think it's Ridley Scott, but Ridley Scott's also not been doing very good these past few movies. Scott. No, I love him too, but his past few movies have not been great.
Like Napoleon,
Alien Covenant.
There's gonna be there's like a Beetlejuice 2. What's another one? What's it coming out? It's the Joker 2. I'm so excited for that.
Oh yeah,
with Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga. Yeah. Oh, I'm so ready. I'm ready for all the memes they're gonna come out.
I'm like curious as to how that movie is gonna play out. I don't know. I still can't visualize a Joker musical.
Musical? What?
Joker 2 is gonna be a musical, dude.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you not seen the trailer?
I didn't see any musical stuff in there.
That's been the whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, I saw them dancing, but he danced.
No, it's
in
a
the
musical.
last movie.
No, it's a music video. Basically.
No.
I swear to God.
Look it up right now.
Yeah, look it up.
Off camera, we're gonna show her this.
No, pull it up on your phone right now.
There's
Unless you're gonna edit it and put the video on the YouTube.
No, we're gonna get copyright struck.
Would we?
I think so. Yeah.
Damn.
Even if you like pitch it down
bro.
or something.
No, like people do reviews on stuff all the time, so I don't see
it's
why.
fair use. We'll review it. I'll review the trailer.
Okay.
We're not for profit on this channel, not yet.
We're never gonna be.
Not with that attitude.
Right. They'd be down over here. But I don't really go and watch movies anymore, so like I kind of wait until they hit streaming.
I love going to the theater for a movie.
If it's one like I'm really interested, yes.
Yeah, it's very specific for
There's
me.
something about like, you know, going in there, getting some popcorn and like getting like a big like Diet Coke or something. Especially like just going with someone or like a group of friends. You get to, you know.
Nothing's really piqued my interest. The only thing that did pique my interest was Oppenheimer.
Did you do a Barbenheimer?
I did a Barbenheimer.
Yeah.
No, I just did Oppenheimer. I didn't do
I saw Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Barbie more. I'm gonna be honest, Oppenheimer. It was good, but it wasn't like.
Which one did you see first?
Figured.
Hot take. Did
Oppenheimer.
not like Barbie, and I watched it twice.
I just like.
You didn't like Barbie?
What didn't you like
It was
about
okay.
it?
Yeah, why didn't you like it?
Too woke?
No, it just wasn't.
I will say that
it wasn't entertaining.
Really?
Really?
No,
Did
like
you see
I
it?
love Margot Robbie. Like that's fantastic.
Did you
by
see
itself.
You saw it. You saw it in
just fucked
theaters.
up. No,
Okay.
I just on my couch.
I thought it was a fun movie.
Yeah, I
It
thought
got a little bit
like it was
boring to
okay,
the middle, but
but,
like
like-
honestly, fun movie.
So Chandler was the one that told me to not see it in theaters.
Chandler
because-
hated it.
So to be fair,
No, I don't
Chandler
think,
saw
no,
it
he didn't. He saw it during
with,
like
all of his family, like female, like family members.
Uh-huh.
he said
And they're
that.
all in love, cheering in a theater. And
Yeah,
he's kind of
that's
sitting
why-
there
no,
like, oh, I'm the
no,
only
he was-
dude getting
Yeah,
shit on. At the
he was
moment.
like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he was like,
Yeah,
honestly,
too
if you're
woke.
gonna see it when it's like
just
a mo-
you.
like or just like a month or two after, so that way you don't have to deal with the crowd. Because
I don't know, I feel like the crowd kind of adds to the experience too, especially if it's like
but I just think for that particular movie, it was just like really annoying because it was basically like after every line that Margot Robbie had, everybody was like, "Yes, bitch, snap, snap, snap."
I didn't have that. I had a bunch of like little girls dressed
Yeah.
up as Barbie in my
Yeah,
theater,
no, like,
and it was like, you know, they
super
were.
packed
was
out
cute.
pink. I mean, Oppenheimer was like a packed theater, and it was kind of nice hearing like complete silence throughout the whole
Yeah.
movie because everyone's just so like in depth with it.
No, they were asleep.
Yeah, like
It was so.
dude, like
It
I
was so
enjoyed
long.
it,
It
but
was good,
like
though, yeah.
it's not something like I would like. Oh, I have to watch it again. I watched it once. I was like, okay.
I watched it again. It was.
So Oppenheimer, I think Oppenheimer was good. It's just I also learned that I don't like the what was that movie theater that we went to?
Which one?
The one in Chester.
Yeah,
It's like a 9-in-1.
yeah, I forgot.
Like the AMC or
Basically, yeah, I forgot what it's called.
I went to a cinema cafe for that. With the
That's
reclining
what
seats.
I think that's what it's called. Cinema
But it
Cafe.
had the reclining seats though.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, so-
that was the only way I was gonna sit.
So,
through
but
two
like the
movies.
reason why I didn't like that was because, having a server during your movie and stuff, and I mean,
I like that. I got
Okay.
a beer. I like sat
no,
down. I relaxed.
yeah, but at the same time, like I'm trying to lock in for this.
depends
movie.
on the movie.
I appreciate that you're asking if I would like more soda and stuff, but shut up. I'm trying to, I don't want to miss anything.
So you would rather more so like if you just had the ability to call someone when you need it versus them just pop up and
at like at AMC.
There were a couple.
You just pick up a QR code and you tell them what seat you're sitting at, and they just bring you your shit and like, all right, do this.
A lot of theaters in Australia are like that. There's like the equivalent of Regal over there, Hoyt's, like upgraded all their theaters, so they're all recliner, dine in.
Bro,
and
nice. Don't get me wrong, the food was good, and I'm just seeing the shit that other people are ordering. I'm like, y'all are wild. Like people are ordering like full on like burger, fries, and Sundays.
Yeah, why not?
And shit. I'm like,
why not?
First of all, that's way too messy, way too noisy for a theater.
Yeah.
You're not alone. You're not in your house. Like you don't get to get down and dirty for a movie.
Imagine
that's like
ordering
an hour
a
and a half.
sirloin there, and someone just went.
bro,
like,
I'm like,
It's no different. It's no different to like 100 people going popcorn.
I'm not trying.
Popcorn is acceptable. Popcorn's acceptable.
But I'm not trying. If I'm eating like some steak and some shit, I'm pausing that bitch so I can enjoy that bitch and I'm in play. I can't do that. Nah,
because
something.
Yeah,
I can't
you need a
rewind
home
shit.
theater is what you need.
I think the last
You're a
movie
menace
I
to
saw
society. You need a home theater.
I have a home
Dune
theater.
2 in theater. Of course. Dune 2 was good.
Dune 2 was phenomenal.
I didn't see Dune 1, but I did see Dune 2.
You didn't want you skipped one.
Yeah, I skipped one.
They're both one movie.
Well, I was in the 2 parts then.
Because it's long.
But my favorite part was the worm.
Don't ruin it for me. I still haven't seen
Either one.
Well, guess what? It didn't ruin either one of the movies just now.
But when I walked
Got worms.
When I walked in,
Oh yeah, the thumping.
when I walked in, it was complete darkness because we got in a little bit late. I almost like fell and ate like shake.
You walked in and it was just dark and all you heard was.
Well, no.
You still walked in. Now I would have turned back around.
Well, because like that movie is really cool because the way they play with the light and everything. But when we walked in, it happened to be like complete darkness, and I literally could not see shit because my eyes hadn't adjusted to the darkness, and I was like, oh.
So you skipped the first movie and you walked in late to the second. So you really haven't seen Dune.
No, I saw that. They saw the fat white guy, and he was like, he sent his son to fight, and then
Dude,
the guy
that's
was
like
riding.
way into the movie.
He was riding the worm, and
She's paraphrasing. She doesn't remember what she watched.
I saw Zendaya.
Okay, yeah, that's all that matters.
It was good.
You know
I
what
was the entire time. I was like, "Who's that?"
Yeah, I got
What are
new
they doing?
speakers for my TV just to rewatch it, just so I could hear the thumping real loud.
You put that on. It's like white noise for you to bed. The thumping.
You know what I watched last night? It's
What?
like an older movie, but like Benjamin Button.
I hated that movie.
I realized like it wasn't until like the end that I realized I was like, oh, this is Forrest Gump, but instead of someone being on the spectrum, it's someone reverse aging,
Yeah,
bit for bit.
yeah.
I was like, wow, it's not bad.
No, like I recognize that it's a like a good movie and it's like groundbreaking for the time, but I like my skin crawls just at the concept of it.
Of reverse aging.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's like it's tied in magic or
Something
like
like that.
sorrow in the beginning, and then it just never talked about it until the very last scene.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. So
All
the
right.
feather is magic. Got it. Just like Forrest Gump.
Your husband's a baby now. Rest in peace.
Rip.
I've kind of just been watching killer movies. I watched The Equalizer 3 last weekend.
Hell yeah.
That was pretty fucking good.
I've been watching a lot of
Extraction too.
Yeah, I watched
yeah.
Extraction 2. That was, man. It was Friday, and we had to leave for Virginia, old Newport News the next morning. I wasn't tired. I was like, fuck it, let me watch a movie. I put Extraction 2 on. It was like the first like 15, 20 minutes or so. I'm like falling asleep on the couch. I'm like, ain't shit really going on. And then it didn't like the moment like the action started happening, dog, it was like 30 minutes of straight hell. And I'm locked. I'm like, holy shit, this is crazy. Like the moment the presidency started, I'm like, oh, these niggas is wilding.
Kind of how the first one goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's just straight nothing but just straight action.
The first one is just like them planning it, and then they get into the city, and all of a sudden it's nothing but just straight gunfire
Just
and
violence.
I like movies that are just like firing on all cylinders constantly. Like you cannot afford.
No,
to
it's a good ass build up.
That's
And
an
it's
iPad kid
a
right
good
there.
ass like 20-minute build up, and then it's like an hour straight of just hell.
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of just like TV shows lately.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 2 on rotation. So I'm either watching Ghost Adventures
Okay.
or Bar Rescue.
Okay, so you're watching some real corny TV.
This is real
Bar
life
Rescue
TV.
is
okay,
not
this
bad.
is the this is
No,
the
I like
important
them, but
stuff.
like that's like
This is the
I don't like
important
the Ghost
stuff
one, but
right
like
here.
Bar Rescue.
I thought
Do
you
you
were gonna
believe-
say
do you
like a
believe in it?
series, like I'm watching like The Crown or something,
Meh.
you know,
Meh. Have you had? Has anyone had an experience
with
with
ghosts.
ghosts?
Ghosts.
Yeah, there's one that haunts this gym.
It's the ghost
Explain.
of someone who
A roid
Took
head
too many.
that died here a long time ago.
Did he
haunts.
actually?
No. Shut up. There was a video on the security cameras of the back door swinging open.
Oh shit.
there's like no one in here, so it's just open for 2 hours. Great security system, Sean.
Yeah, it didn't.
Again, owning a gym. Why? Because it's
Owning,
just like
owning a haunted gym.
I mean, honestly, it's just the door opens at like 6 a.m. just slowly, and you see this blinding light come in, and it's just open for 2 hours. Then you see Jonathan turn a corner and be like,
Yeah, it's like the gates of heaven. Like the light is just
he's just
blinding.
like creeping up to it, and he just snatches the door back.
Oh my god.
Proceeds to check the gym for crackheads for me. Gotta love that man.
Waiting for the boys. It's Thursday.
Is it this Thursday? It comes out. Season.
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm more-
4th?
Oh, it does.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Again,
I've
not really
been-
excited for that, but House of Dragon coming out.
Nah.
House of Dragons.
Nah.
Boy,
Nah.
they just rose green flags in Brooklyn. Blasphemy! How dare they?
Nah.
Nah,
Nah.
I'm with you on this one, Kadeem.
Uncultured swine.
I have like bad associations with House of Dragon.
What do you mean?
So when the one person that I hate introduced me to that show, and now I don't like the show. Granted, I've only
I think
seen
it's ruined everything, man. It's a good fucking show.
I've only seen a few episodes, but I also am not over. I mean, like I am over Game of Thrones, especially after.
I was
like,
never a fan of Game of Thrones
I liked it
personally.
And then
So
it
this
just-
is way better than Game of Thrones.
That's a statement.
I know, like I watched Game of Thrones the entire series in
Yeah.
1 week to catch up because Clay had told me to watch it.
Oh, man, that's
But then like Clay told me to watch House of Dragon, and I was like, I don't know, man.
I watched like the
awful.
first couple seasons of Game
That's
of Thrones, and I was like, I didn't hate it. You know,
Awful.
it was cool.
off
But-
of one season of House of Dragons. You saying it's better than Game of Thrones?
yes,
That is some crazy glazing right there.
Didn't Game of Thrones like
Game of
shit
Thrones is
itself
7
towards the end?
seasons, and like only the first 3 are good.
It's
Yeah.
debatable, but
Yeah, only the first 3.
So, at what point do you think it turns bad?
Hell, no. When it turns bad,
Yeah, it's not we're doing a spoiler here.
I don't think it turned. I mean,
I think most it's
Do you remember how it
controversial.
ends?
The
I think
last
it's just-
season, the last
yeah, you
season
can
is
say
the
you
most
can say the
controversial.
last season that it was
Because
just
that
like
could have gone either way. It did not
Yeah.
go the way I was expecting.
No.
So
No, 'cause
check
it's
this out. Check this out. So the entire series is being built up to fight the fucking Night King, right?
This one?
No. The Game
Oh,
of Thrones.
yeah,
Game of
yeah,
Thrones.
yeah.
uh-huh.
Why is that motherfucker not mentioned for 3 seasons, and then pops back up for this giant, massive battle in the 6th season?
Wasn't it because they ran out of
defeated in
book source
30
material?
seconds by someone who's not the main character, and it's gone.
because
It's
I mean,
literally
there's
it's
also another
George
game
R.R.'s fault because he's been like
Yeah, they
dragging
ran out of
his
source
ass, like,
material
he
halfway
did
through
not.
the show.
He's
Well,
had
no, just
plenty
the
of
last
time to
season was
finish the
not
books.
written. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't supposed
Yeah.
to be that last
Yeah.
season.
Yeah,
But it's like, nah, like there's a lot of plot lines that got super fucked. In
I
that
mean,
show.
but also in that time, during that time too, it was motherfuckers was at war. They were thinking about the war that they were in versus what was the
so the
war
guy
to
with
come.
millions of zombified people coming down from the north to annihilate them
He
was
had-
not like a major concern for
He had,
everybody.
he had millions at the time. He had like
He
had
was still
like-
building
he had
his
like
army.
he had like
Yeah.
15K, 20K at the beginning of shit.
Mhm.
You realize most of their armies had barely 5,000, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying that over the years, the army got big enough to the point where it was like, all right, damn, we actually got like figure out how we gonna stop these niggas because they getting deep.
but that's also like
That's what I'm saying.
They
Don't
got-
worry about it
that's
until it
just
gets.
the nature.
Hey, bro,
of
they took
the-
one of- hey,
like,
bro, they took one of
the
our
leadership.
dragons, yo.
It's
We
something
really
they
gotta
can't
lock
see,
in
then
now.
They
Yeah,
won't
word
worry
for
about
word from
it.
the show.
They don't care about it.
Fuck that. No, that was horrible writing. You have that. You have so many other kingdoms and shit that like rose and are supposed to do something, then they completely fall off because someone sleeps with somebody.
I'm still not
Yeah.
going.
Someone gets their head cut off.
Yeah.
I only
More
watched it for the
incest.
sex scenes.
Yeah,
All
between
the-
brother and sister. Yeah, that's
all
where
the-
the show
all the
went
floppy
super
wiener and
downhill.
stuff.
Hell yeah.
I'm still not gonna say that House of Dragons is awful one season. That's kind of crazy. Off one season, you're saying it's better than Game of Thrones, and as a whole, that one season makes up that's better over 7 seasons.
It's way better writing. They actually have all of the source material, start to finish, because it's before Game of Thrones.
I don't even think you can't even. I can't
Game
even
of
say
Thrones
that.
fell off
Wait,
once
hold
Khal
on.
Drogo died.
Yep.
That's my opinion.
So again, they horrible way to write that character off.
Yeah. I love
I
Jason.
do.
He's
I-
leading an army of
I do-
100,000 people.
I do think that is. I do not like how a witch. I do hate that a witch.
Which
killing him.
witch?
Well,
You talking about the one that gets
the
burned?
one. No, the one. Yeah, I like the like he dies from a witch. I do hate that.
Yeah.
Like that's some.
What about the witch that burns a little girl because she has dragon skin?
Oh yeah.
So unnecessary
But-
because the
but
next
she-
scene, the whole army gets murdered because of it.
But it was okay because she was hot, right?
No, mid as fuck.
Yeah.
What's her name? Sandre or something, right?
Something like that.
Some
Yeah.
Lady of Fire.
Lady
Yeah.
of Fire.
I can't even say House of Dragons is like
Still
It's
on
just a
there.
better, it's just a better
written.
storyline.
I can't even say that. Dog, they were skipping like 5 to 10 years during an episode. Start off as babies, and then like 30 minutes later, these niggas are 7 years older now. And
That's
shit.
how the book goes. Again, they're literally going from the source material. This
You know what
time.
I think that's lazy.
It's not. The whole point is about this family and how they grow up. Do you really want to watch someone grow up for 40 years before this war
I mean, you
starts?
watch
Dude,
Benjamin Button.
Did with Game of
That's different. It's reverse aging.
Did with Game of Thrones, and it was hell. All the years of life, it was hell.
Most of them didn't make it through it.
It's true.
If you skip 5 years, everyone's fucking dead, Clay. And the first year, half the family is executed.
Yeah, and that's pretty more entertaining.
That's
versus,
so fucked up.
damn, 7 years, all y'all still alive? It's kind of ass. Y'all be doing shit. Y'all got shit going for y'all for
The
real.
attention span here is so crazy.
What type dragons y'all?
Probably didn't like Lord of the Rings, did you?
I ain't watched Lord of the
Oh
Rings.
my fucking
I
God.
love
What type dragons y'all got? 7 plus years, and y'all all the dragons still alive? All y'all still alive? Them dragons must be weak. They are, because
Do you hear
This
the
ice cream man is sick as
Fuck.
fuck.
Why is he so loud?
no, it's
No,
got
because Saturday, like 5 people from in here ran and got it. And so now he's like, I'm gonna park outside and see if anyone wants it.
Turn that shit
well,
off.
actually, no, fuck that. It's kind of whack too because the best dragon is locked up.
The best dragon's dead. Valerion.
Well, the best dragon that's still alive is locked up.
Rhaegar.
Yeah.
No, Rhaegar is not locked up. He's the one that just ate Aemon, stupid.
Dude, what's the one? No, but the one that can beat Rhaegar, right, is locked up.
The one that's slightly smaller. He's not locked up. He was just in a cave, not
Drogon
fucking.
has
being
Wait, no,
broken by
Rhaegar,
somebody.
Yeah,
Rhaegar,
that's
but Rhaegar's old as shit though.
Yeah, they're all old.
No, but Valerion is the one that's
Valerion.
Valerion's the one that's locked up, right?
No, Valerion's the one that's dead. He was the biggest dragon. In Game of Thrones, he was the big ass skull.
He's waving
Okay.
at me. Hello.
Oh, that's an older man. That's why.
He's getting his bread.
And what he
man.
got? He got the Powerpuff Girls. What he got?
I mean, that
Sonic.
sandwich does kind of look
For
big.
people that don't know, there's an ice cream truck loitering outside right now.
He got the cookies.
You get the Sonic. Oh, Angry Birds.
Damn.
He's waving to our members
Dog, he
inside the
is-
gym. This is sickening.
He's
This ain't
like,
Planet
come-
Fitness, bro.
Dog, he knows. He paused right there because
Ice
we
cream
just sitting here
Tuesdays.
licking our chops. Like
No, that's what happened Saturday. Like we're benching and like Ryan, Willie
he
P,
know what he doing.
like everybody just starts running outside and
He's like slowly crawling
Yeah.
in front of every store.
he waiting for somebody to open that door.
That's like a predator, bro. He's like stalking his
Oh
prey.
my gosh.
But
Diabolical.
the best dragon is locked up.
he's not locked up.
Going
He just
back
was
to
in a
the
cave, not fucking with anyone on the side right there.
Why?
His rider died. Did you even watch the fucking show?
He's-
I'm starting to think you didn't watch it. You just put it on.
No, who was his rider again?
Like one of the other like older siblings that died in battle.
Oh, pussy.
So
Couldn't-
what we
couldn't make it.
basically concluded here is Clay doesn't actually watch any of the shows. Most of it's action. He just sees the fire breathing.
No,
He's
I
like,
watched
yeah,
it.
this is great.
No, I watched it and I like House of the Dragons.
Oh, there's
but-
tits on the screen. Yeah,
I like House of the
there's no
Dragons.
character build up.
But,
Who cares?
I'm not
Tits.
gonna
Fire.
sit here and say that House of Dragons is better than Game of Thrones off of one season.
You
that
can't
is-
even tell me the plot line
That's insane glazing.
in Game of Thrones.
What do you mean?
What is the ending to Game of Thrones, Clay?
No, the ending.
Like,
No,
what is
the ending?
No, but I'm saying I agree with you that the ending was bad because it's just like, yeah, this is all for Jon Snow to be king, and it's just like I don't even want this shit.
Clay,
That is kind of ass.
Clay, what is the ending?
What is the ending?
Because you just already fucked up.
What are you trying to say?
What is the ending?
What do you mean? Yeah, the queen. Yes, she dies at the end. Jon Snow doesn't even.
How does the show end?
Yeah.
She dies at the end. Fuck. Like, what are you talking about? Daenerys, she fucking dies.
That's not.
What are you saying? It's so many other ways to answer this. Like, so many ways to answer. What are you trying to say?
So fully answer the question. How does the show Game of Thrones end? What's the ending of the story?
She crashes out and burns everybody, and then Jon Snow kills her because it's like, bitch, you're crazy.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's what happened.
that's
basically.
part
Yeah,
of it.
that's
Like,
true.
what do you like?
But
What
the
do you,
biggest part is that his fucking little brother, who's been in a wheelchair the whole goddamn show,
but did I not say there's multiple ways to answer that question? So like,
They got wheelchairs in Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
they ain't got any House of Dragons. Ass.
They literally do.
You're really putting him on blast right now.
Because he didn't watch the show. He just had it on.
No, but but it was just so much shit that happened. It's like you can't just remember everything that happened. It's a show. That show
can, though.
Not
Yeah, how
really.
many years ago
That show
did it-
ended how long ago,
Yeah,
bro?
I don't even remember. Like
five plus?
years ago.
That's
Right,
not that
like-
long ago.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Not even the cast members are pleased with the way it ended either.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't even talk about it anymore.
You know who is pleased with the first season? Everybody from House of Dragon.
No shit. Because they're in it.
They ain't die yet. They don't know who gonna crash out yet.
They all have to be really good so they don't get killed off.
Right.
Ridiculous. Anyways, we're gonna move on because I'm tired of Flaming Clay over here.
I mean, what is your favorite show, Clay?
Favorite show of all time?
Yeah.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Breaking Bad.
It's up there, yeah.
Well, I mean,
sure.
honestly,
Didn't watch it.
I mean,
Really?
I will say, I'll say Game of Thrones is number 1 and Breaking Bad number 2.
Mm.
And number 3.
I see why this was such a passionate conversation.
As a
Number
chemistry
3
major, I love Breaking Bad.
I will say number 3, Ozark. Ozark is number 3.
Never seen
I haven't seen
Ozark
Ozark
is
either.
fucking incredible.
For me, it's Sopranos, number 1 always, baby.
No, Sopranos is number 4 for me.
Really?
Mhm.
Number 1 always. I could rewatch it several times.
I think
yeah.
number 1 for me is tied Breaking Bad, and then It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
For
then
like
number
funny.
5.
Yeah.
I got to think again, but right now I'll say The Wire.
The Wire. I've been meaning to watch that.
Yeah,
So you like more dramatic stuff.
I do.
Yeah. What about you, Sean?
I've seen none of those shows.
Really?
Dude,
None?
What?
Like none.
Okay, what's your
Clay
favorite
gives me a
show?
list of like these shows, but they'll be like 9 seasons deep already, and I'm like,
Well, that's because all the shows that I've listed, all of them are
you didn't even
like.
name Peaky Blinders, and I still have only gotten 1 episode into that.
I will say so. I will. If I'm going like top 10, Peaky Blinders is probably number 6. Definitely.
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
Like, it seems like it's gonna be a good show, but it's like I don't have time to sit down and
It is a good
watch
show.
all of this.
Oh,
It
also top for me is True Blood.
Not bad.
Okay.
Not bad.
Sugar.
What about you, Sean? I'm curious since you haven't seen anything ever.
No, like I've seen like more popular things that have come out. Like I'm more recent on shows.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
like
so-
The Last of Us, House of Dragon, Game of Thrones.
Are you watching Fallout?
Yes, just finished Fallout not too long
Pretty
ago. I had seen the first 2 seasons of The Boys. It's like it's okay. Any anime, like I try to stay current on anime.
Invincible?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Invincible.
Does
Black
that count as
Clover.
anime?
Yeah.
We've talked about this,
Animation.
yes.
Yeah.
It's a type of animation.
But all the shows I've listed, all of them are like a decade and a half
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
But
But
that's
they're
a-
classic.
But that's what I like to do. I like to watch the shows that my parents watched and that and like older people I knew watched that were like, all right.
But so the shows like
10,
that
20
for
plus.
me is like One Tree Hill, Smallville, like the older shows.
Mm.
Like that's Superman.
Number
And,
7, Better Call Saul. Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
I still haven't seen Better Call Saul.
It's
You
good.
need to.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say it does start off kind of slow, but
Yeah.
then it picks up.
It's a little jarring
Yeah.
because, like, they're supposed to be younger, but they're all like fuck old.
Yeah.
They didn't do any makeup on the show.
That's great.
It's hard. So with Peaky Blinders, I told you this before. Peaky Blinders, it takes a minute to figure out like what's going on, because they literally start from like dirt, like nothing, to then being a royalty family and shit going towards the end. So like the scheming, like the mob shit that they're doing, you don't really understand what's going on until you start to pick up as like the seasons pick up and shit, as they start to like actually get up there and making money. So yeah.
So that's your like UK TV show. Mine is Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey, classic.
So good.
Guilty pleasure.
Yeah, it's amazing. I've seen it like
I went to the theaters with my sister to watch the movie, the first movie that came out.
What's that one show that you loved, but then it just, I mean, you're going to say Game of Thrones. Well, no, probably not. You didn't like it. But what's that one show that you loved and then it was just like the biggest disappointment for you at the end?
Oh, good question.
For me, it's Shameless.
Yeah, I stopped watching Shameless.
All these fucking shows, dog.
Man in the High Castle for me. Have you seen that?
No.
It's like
I've heard of it. Yeah.
It's like the alternate history where like the Nazis won or something, and then it just like falls the fuck apart in the end. It's just like it goes from like very captivating, like very like emotional to like Bollywood movie level of bullshit.
But I think Shameless, they should have just ended it all when the mom died.
Yeah, they keep when they keep going, making the shows go past.
Because at that point, they made it to where like everybody had their own thing going on and stuff, and like, okay, this person's gonna do this, person's gonna do that, this person's gonna get better at this and shit, and then it just all went to shit. Like, and basically to where like everybody just like started over from scratch again. And the next season after that, was just like, okay, this is stupid.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like Game of Thrones and Grey's Anatomy definitely are the shows that like started off fantastic and then just went to absolute hell.
Dude, doesn't Grey's Anatomy have like 5 million seasons?
Yeah, they're still going. It's still so trash.
I was a house
so,
like, girl.
Yeah, I think I learned like this year that Grey's Anatomy is still going. I thought that shit ended.
No.
Yeah, that's been going on for a long time.
Other shows is like Hannibal, Dexter, The X-Files,
Talk about
Prison Break, American Horror Story.
I love American Horror Story. But yeah, you're right. I think
Supernatural. Like I watch older shows that have like different things. Like I don't stay in one genre, which is like Clay likes crime drama.
Yeah.
Like that's what he is into.
Yeah.
Like I haven't seen any of those shows. Like I would like to watch Sons of Anarchy because that's another thing.
Like Bar, like you know, how Bar
Sons of
Rescue
Anarchy
is like
ended,
kind of. If I'm having the TV on, that's just on. For me, it's SVU.
Yeah. Like I watch Frontier, Black Sails.
Have you seen Westworld?
No, I literally just saw that on the thing.
It's so good.
Westworld,
Spartacus.
I started off with Westworld, and
it gets weird.
Yeah. But it's still really good. The original movie is really good too.
Like from like the 70s or 80s or something.
Yeah. Yeah. The cowboy is really scary.
Community, Parks and Rec.
Oh yeah.
I didn't watch The Office.
The Office is fun.
Yeah.
I wouldn't I don't take it seriously enough to be like, oh yeah, that's one of my favorite series. That's
the one of the series that like physically makes me like shake with rage.
Yeah.
Because Michael Scott in the first few seasons is absolutely like unbearable. He makes me want to just like punch the TV.
You seen the British version?
Yeah, it's
I like the British version a lot.
They have like a very dry sense of humor.
It's like Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, exactly.
Like very very cunty humor.
Yeah.
I was really into Weeds at one point.
Yeah,
Blue Mountain State, Saved by the Bell. All those
Malcolm in the Middle.
Did not watch Malcolm.
Malcolm in the Middle is a classic,
it's so
dude.
good. You
Malcolm
would like it.
in the Middle is like the most, to me, one of the most underrated shows.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It's like every episode is so good.
My favorite episode is when Hal like recruits the bodybuilders.
Oh yeah.
like they're like dumb cavemen. He shows them how to get a key out of a gutter and like, oh
Yeah.
I think my favorite one is I got two. One where it's like the bats were in the house and shit.
Yeah.
And then the other one was where the mom was beefing over the pizza spot for doing like the gratitude.
I like the episode where Hal starts like speed walking or race walking.
Yeah. He wears like the
suit. No, and then he's looking at like dudes like highlights and shit, and then he notices he's running.
The fact that guy went on to become fucking Heisenberg is crazy.
I know the complete like it is kind of he's Walter White there.
Yeah,
he's not Heisenberg there.
There's like incredible range of acting.
Yeah, and now he's pairing up with Jesse. They got their Dos Hombres,
the tequila or something.
Tequila brand. Yeah.
You guys watched Orange is the New Black?
Yeah,
Dexter.
it fell off as well.
I watched like a couple episodes of that. It was alright.
Like South Park, Rick and Morty, Family Guy, American Dad.
Nah,
all of those
I grew up
shows.
with
Like
South Park.
I watch a wide range of things.
I watched the shit out of South Park when I was like 12. I kind of like burned myself out of it because I watched so much of it.
They have now like special episodes that they release with like Paramount.
Yeah.
They just had one.
The Ozempic one. The end of obesity.
The end of obesity. So good. I didn't realize how much people are really just everyone's just trying to get on Ozempic.
Dude, like I mentioned it in the last podcast, but Ozempic is single-handedly holding up Denmark's economy.
No way.
Like so many Americans are taking it. Denmark's economy's gone up. Like,
do they produce it in Denmark?
It's a Danish company.
Oh shit. There's like a few different drugs that do the same thing. The GLP-1, like
yeah, it's all semaglutide. It's basically what helps mobilize the fat that's in your body.
Well, it's just like the branding of Ozempic is like
well, it's the most like effective.
Yeah. And I feel like it came out of nowhere. Like overnight, all of a sudden, everyone's talking about Ozempic, and I have no idea what the fuck it is.
Which it's been around since like we were kids.
Yeah, because it was like a diabetes medicine.
Actually, like saw the benefit in it.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on people that take it that don't have diabetes?
Kind of free will. Just similar like with gear. Like I think anybody should be allowed to do whatever you want under the guise of like. Well,
is there like production? Is it like in really high demand? Like it has like low supply, kind of like how
it's
insulin,
mad expensive.
Because like sometimes insulin is really hard to
supply is like $800.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because I think they have like the two versions. The one that's like specifically for diabetes, and I think that like the weight loss version is like a mega dose or something.
Like the weight loss one, the semaglutide like injector needle, that's like $1,500, but it's like one needle poke like every 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of money. It's also like the danger with a lot of weight loss drugs. I think a lot of them, probably most of them, actually work. It's just the average moron doesn't know how to regulate themselves.
Well, most studies show that they actually end up gaining more weight once they get off.
Because they don't do any lifestyle changes.
They don't build the habits.
Yeah.
Yeah. It always is like, the fine print. It's like you have to use this in combination.
Dude, my parents were
exercise
always abusing like random weight loss shit. And
like diet pills, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. There was this one, I don't know what the actual like chemical name for it, but the brand was Zenical. I'm not sure if it has a different name over here in the States, but it like blocked, I guess, the absorption of fats or something.
So that's dangerous.
Yeah, it was like, and my parents were on that shit for years, and it like, I think has done permanent damage to their metabolism. They had me take it once, and I kid you not, I shat out pure oil.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like the most absurd thing I've ever experienced.
That's horrible. Yeah, it's kind of like that like low fat craze and things like that. They just replace everything with like sugary carbs, and everyone ends up getting more fat.
Fat's good for you, people. Just don't take a lot of it.
No, I've seen the carnivore diet get really big. Just like when we were coming out of COVID, everybody was on the fucking keto shit. Like everyone's on carnivore diet now.
But I see like Instagram reels. I instantly like scroll past them because I don't want them on my algorithm. But it's like people that are like, what I eat in a day, and it's like a stick of butter, like a kind of like a Liver King kind of thing. They're eating like raw testicles and like things like that, and a bunch of organ meat raw. It's like they're not even cooking it. It's just everything is raw. No veggies, no fruit, nothing.
I knew way too many people that would get on the keto diet and they would do it for like 3 months or some shit. And then let's say like they meet like their goals and shit, like, all right, bet, like I don't need to do keto no more.
They balloon immediately.
Oh, they instantly start eating like just trash right after that shit, and they just start throwing up.
Dude, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you idiot.
A lot of dude, they all just end up with like leaky gut or something.
Well, like the keto diet is like, I think it was originally created for like epilepsy, like the treatment of epileptics, and I think it does if you're like diabetic and you really need to control your insulin. Like you need to. Like
I said, there's a lot of truth to some of these like fad diets. It's just that when it gets viral and like the average Joe Schmo who knows nothing about nutrition gets on it, and they just like end up shitting themselves.
I mean, I think there's a lot of different ways to like they approach it the wrong way. Yeah. Like they start like eating just like like sticks of butter, like just like, oh, I need to eat fat to lose weight.
And then they feel the need to like tell other people about it and make Instagram
and then
reels.
It's like a game of telephone. Yeah. Like you're getting nutrition information.
The original message gets diluted and like warped so much.
I think keto was a one people would ask me about it. I'm like, bro, do not do that shit.
Nah.
Like, it's no point for you to do keto.
And if you do it for like a week.
Yeah, because it's like, bro, you're going to hate that shit.
I feel like there's a sustainable way to do it if you really need to do it, you know?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dog, you can still eat McDonald's and shit, bro. Just track it. Look how much is in it.
Go exercise. Go outside.
You know, I'm like, I promise you, bro, if you start just logging in like a McChicken and shit, you go see how, god damn, that's what's in the McChicken. I ain't gonna eat that shit no more. Yeah. It's like, then you learn there, like, all right, maybe I shouldn't be eating this like every day. Maybe we like once or twice a week, some shit.
Most people don't know like what's in the food they're eating, like you know how calorie dense it is.
Don't want to know, and it's like.
Yeah, some people
I understand
don't
like how it can create.
You don't want me to ruin your appetite.
Either that, or they like focus on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like chicken nuggets are made from pink goo. That's not the problem. The problem is it has 5 million grams of sodium and like saturated fat.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, so like you saw, like I would show you my MyFitnessPal.
Yeah.
It's like the healthier meal for me would have been like the 4 grilled chicken sandwiches from Chick-fil-A because how the macros laid out. The only drawback is I have to counteract that sodium.
Yep.
So like there's nothing else in my diet that day that can have sodium. So I'm already going to hit that upper limit.
Just eat raw lettuce for the rest of the day.
I think what a lot of like when you start going on a diet or you hire like someone to help you with your nutrition, what they first usually will have you start doing is just not tracking to hit a goal, but more just logging just to kind of see what your normal just to, and then usually that by itself will kind of like trigger some change. Just on your own, you'll be like, oh, I'm eating all of this stuff.
Also learn to cook. Like a lot of people will be like,
so much cheaper.
I need to
save so much money.
It's not just that. It's like some people will go on diet and be like, I have to eat unseasoned chicken and like punish myself. Like you can make tasty food. Just learn to cook.
I'm so half and half with it. Like there's a lot of times where it's like I'm here until 7. And by the time I get home, it's like 8:30. I'm not cooking because I'm trying to shower and go to bed.
I got better at meal prepping.
Yeah, because if you
crockpot, it's been my best thing.
You go out to Chick-fil-A, you buy a meal, it's like $23, $25, something like that, right? That's one meal. Versus you can go out and buy a family pack of like chicken breasts for $16, and that will be your meal for for the entire week.
Yeah.
And it's just like the cost difference, the money that you save is insane. Just buying your own like groceries and cooking your own food and doing a little meal prep, like putting in a little bit more effort. At least if you're trying to save money.
And you can make shit
it's like good. Hit or miss, really, honestly, because like I cut down grocery spending on a lot of things because I know I don't have time to make it.
Yeah.
So it's like if I do meat or anything, it's crockpot or it's quicker. Like
do you have an air fryer?
So I have an air fried grill. So that's what I'll do like the steaks and stuff on in order to do red meat. But like crockpot's what I do chicken in primarily just because I can do it all day. Yeah. Like right now, it could be sitting there for 8 hours and it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
The best part is I started shopping in bulk. Started saving me like so many trips.
I started shopping at Lidl.
Yeah. Or just
I shop at Lidl. Lidl
rocks.
Yeah, I like it better than Aldi, actually.
Aldi here kind of sucks. Publix is great.
Publix is kind of bougie. Yeah, it's kind of bougie.
Hey, it's not Wegmans, okay?
But it's just certain.
Wegmans is northern bougie. Publix is southern bougie.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Wegmans down here though too.
Yeah, but it doesn't extend further down from Virginia. It's from like New York or something.
Yeah. So nice though. I love a good Wegmans.
It is.
Yeah,
Wegmans sushi? Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Best sushi in America.
Yet, so I refuse to try it from the grocery store.
Yeah, this toddler has never had sushi. Can you believe that?
Do you want sushi? Like, are you afraid of it? Like the raw meat?
No, it's just I've never been like, I want that.
It's delicious.
We should just go out and get some sushi. It's so good.
It's so good. It's convenient as well.
Yeah, and there's different levels of it too. You don't have to eat like the sashimi, like just.
I think Ryan's the only person who eats sushi around me, so like that's also been the thing.
Just because it's Ryan, you don't want to try it?
No, like it's one person, so he'll just be like, I don't have to get that.
It's because there's not a lot of good sushi places here.
Yeah, if you get bad sushi, that can kind of scar you too. Yeah. You don't want to like have.
And like a lot of the good sushi places here are like restaurant. So it's like. I was living in Australia. There's a sushi train on every corner. That's the kind you sit down. There's a little conveyor belt. You just pick what you want and then leave.
Yeah.
But Wegmans, as far as like ready-made ready
Fresh
to buy
Market
sushi.
is also pretty solid too.
I haven't had that.
It's good. There's one in Carytown.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
I think there's one around here in like Midlow, but I've never been inside.
yeah, it's
So
expensive.
Jacob and
It's way
Jade go to
expensive.
get sushi fairly often. So like that's probably someone who I would ask.
Mm.
Yeah,
I'd be wanting like ramen.
I love
Pho.
ramen.
Takara ramen
Pho
is
my favorite.
fantastic.
But
That was great.
every single, all of my like Asian friends from
Mhm.
Reese and shit, they tell me that every pho and ramen spot in Virginia is trash. Or
Really,
just
I've heard the
That's
opposite.
false.
I've
That
heard the
That is a
opposite.
false
I've had
statement.
They
There's
tell-
there's a couple good
They
places.
tell me I've never gone.
Maybe
It's just
around
like-
here, but more so in Northern
In Ri-
Virginia.
Well, in Richmond,
No,
like VC, like campus and shit. they say
There's a
that.
couple spots where
There's-
it's like all my Asian homies are like, this is the spot.
My go-to is Pho
Well, maybe I
75
got-
on Staples Mill.
You
Yep.
got some bougie friends. Anton.
Yeah, I shouldn't even have to say it. Yeah,
Anton.
no, that he says like no, they're all trash. And with him, friend of Zhao, all of them would say, yeah, this is trash. Every single one. So I never tried it. I just took their
Nah,
word for it.
there's some hidden gems around here.
Yeah.
What is your favorite food?
Mine.
Mine pizza. So
See,
like Richmond got like 37 pizza joints.
We
So
got
like
cousin Vinny's
it's all
down
nice.
the road.
Yeah, no, like honestly, that's the coolest thing because everyone does their crust different, their sauce,
Yeah.
their cheese. So
I haven't
like,
had real pizza in a long time.
it's fucking mean real pizza.
Just like pizza,
Like
good
not
pizza.
Domino's.
No,
No,
just
I should-
pizza.
That's also part of it. That's part of it.
I think I've
What
like
have you been? Or like, do you mean like frozen pizza?
no, I haven't
It's
had.
also part of it.
No, I meant.
So then
okay.
what's real pizza and
Sorry,
what's not?
I just meant pizza.
Okay.
I just meant pizza. I haven't had pizza.
Okay.
I don't think I've had pizza. I'm trying to think of the last time.
Fuck it. After this, we're gonna get pizza. And
Maybe
sushi
like
sandwiches.
one time this year, or
I'm a-
if maybe
I'm a
not at all
seafood
this
guy.
year. I don't think I've had pizza.
Seafood?
Fuck
What kind of
yeah.
seafood?
So like
Sushi?
Well, more so like crab legs. And
Okay.
shit. Yeah.
You like a good crab boil?
Fuck yeah. Yo,
Oh,
because this is
Crawford Boil's
Yeah.
fantastic.
I haven't had crab in
my uncle's
almost 20 years.
my uncle's beach house in Norfolk.
Yeah.
This is a restaurant on the pier up there,
Yeah.
bro. Every time I go there,
If you're by the coast, you gotta
every
get
time
crabs.
I go
yeah.
there, I would get like the most ounces of like crab leg I could get.
Yeah.
Hush puppies, and then like just a bowl.
See, it's a
of,
delicacy
Like, peeled
in
shrimp and shit.
These areas,
bro.
DMV is blue crab.
Crazy.
Blue crab.
Blue crab,
Maryland blue
Mhm.
crab.
So like in the Chesapeake
Oh, yeah.
Bay specifically is a very, very huge breeding ground for blue crab.
Mhm.
And specifically they love the water that's cold and warm from
Yeah.
the Atlantic.
Mhm.
And so like people from Florida will order stuff from up here to get shipped down
Yeah.
there.
No shit.
Because
Yeah.
then, because even in the summer when I was a kid, my cousin and my uncle would take us to go somewhere in DC over by like the over by the water and shit to always buy like a bucket of
National Harbor.
I think yeah,
seafood
go there
one?
get a
Or the
bucket
national
of crabs and we boil them bitches when we get home and we just eating crabs all fucking day, bro.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Fuck,
I
yeah,
want to
miss
have
that.
crab.
Wait, so what did you go to?
Miss that shit.
Pho. That's my favorite.
Favorite food? That's
Yeah.
a very
Yeah.
Richmond thing. I feel
You
like.
think?
I feel like a lot of Richmond college kids are very much into pho.
I didn't grow up in Richmond, but I grew up eating pho.
But you go to college here, no?
Not anymore.
Degree me, bitch.
I'm a college student no more.
Certified chemist.
That's
You're
right.
about to go to grad school, aren't you?
Yeah, what are you
no-
about to do?
I just got a new job at the hospital. I start next week.
Okay.
Next month. I'm off for the rest of June, and then I start working.
What are you doing at the hospital?
Working as a clinical tech.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll be interacting with a bunch of patients, but the people I'm working on a cardiac unit. The coworkers are really nice. They're very helpful. It's good
Cool.
management, so I'm excited. But I'm gonna be working night shifts, so that should be interesting.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to wrap up this episode.
Yeah.
So my final question, something nice, light, and
Mhm.
refreshing, is if you could have an all-expense paid trip to anywhere in the world, where are you going right now?
Right now.
If someone walked in and was like, hey, I'm going to pay for everything, your flight, your hotel, your food, give you money for clothes and shopping, where are you going?
That's a good question.
Madeira.
The fuck is that?
It's a Portuguese island closest to Africa. It's where Ronaldo's from. It's very beautiful.
Sound like some Avatar shit, like you're about to see some blue skin.
No.
people.
It's like, it's very nice. It's just very nice little island.
I would go to Japan.
Japan?
Yeah, Japan.
That seems on par.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have like, my brother went last year or earlier this year, but no, I've always wanted to go. It's so cool. All the difference like between like the cities and the countryside, and it's just they've got so much culture there. I don't know. And then, yeah, I'm also kind of a weeb too, so it's fitting. Plus, Japanese food is awesome. Sushi there.
Fair.
Mm-hmm. About you?
Jamaica.
Yeah.
It's a good choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why?
Just cause. Just go for the vibes, for the food, and just have fun.
Rastafari.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like Jamaican food?
Yeah. I'm not. It's not any food that I don't like. So yeah.
So like, it's not like top, but like it's not bad. Like there was a spot, Karina's, over on Midlothian Turnpike. That's one of the big spots too.
I'm not put you on one of that shit.
No.
Yeah.
I used to live over there at Chesterfield Village.
Yeah, because my mom. So they used to be up the street at off Hall Street in that shopping center where the Food Line is.
Oh, we're gonna make haircut.
So they, but that's where they moved their spot to. 'Cause my mom, she used to get us that shit like. At one point, she was getting that. She was replacing Wawa to get that Karina's because
Any
that
kind
shit
of
was
curry
good,
is so
man.
good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, Karina's been a spot, bro.
What about you, Sean?
I'm going probably somewhere in Italy,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
just because. Again, I love food. There's history. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah, would you go to like the historic sites, or would you be like on the bougie
Bounce
coastal?
Bounce around
Yeah.
because I would want to go to that beach because I love beaches, but
True.
like I also like want to see all the different sites and things. I know like your sister went and she stayed basically in like Rome and
Yeah,
that's
they
really
were all
about
over.
Yeah.
They went to Greece, went to Italy.
like Greece would be like up there, but like I also am not the biggest fan of Greek food.
Okay, why not?
So like it's just it's like one of the main things they put in all their stuff is tzatziki. Like it's okay,
A
but
lot
like
of olive oil.
yeah. So like same with
Well,
like
Italy.
Italian.
So,
I was like, it's like
It's not
that
that
a lot of
far
olive
off.
on it, but like
Mediterranean.
yeah.
there's just certain flavors that it's like I would get tired of it after a while. Like it's not a bad dip, but like I wouldn't want it with the majority of the
You're gonna have like a nice Greek like leg of lamb or something,
Mhm.
or goat leg.
Lamb's fantastic.
Yeah,
Like
plenty of that
in most
Greece.
cultures, but like Italy, it's like I would feel there's a more variety of dishes for like the spouse as well, because like
Does she have a
pasta.
limited diet?
She can't have shellfish.
Oh, I see.
That's the most limiting thing. So like Greece is fuck. Like that's
I
half
think
their shit.
Italians also
Yeah.
do a lot of shellfish,
Yeah.
clams, and
I feel like they're
Yeah,
actually
they
not
can.
that
Yeah.
different.
I go to Italy, get some real ziti, get like a real box of ziti.
Yeah, but there's so many different pasta and
pastas.
meat dishes that would be good.
Fuck, this is one Italian spot in Richmond that Laurel and I got some ziti from. That's really fucking.
Is it
good.
fancy?
Mm,
Because there's a few different Italian spots.
I think it looked fancy when we ordered it off Uber Eats, but I can't remember.
I know the exact one. I forget what it's called, but I've ordered from there too.
They got like 8 different things
Yeah.
at ziti you can get. Man, that
Yeah.
shit was good.
I've never been to it in person. I don't know what it looks like, but the
Yeah.
food is banging.
Yeah.
Was it Gersi?
I can't remember.
I'm gonna have to go to my
Dynamo?
I'm gonna have to go to my order history.
This guy, he's about to order it now.
Anyways,
Anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in for another episode of Controlled Chaos. This time with us again, it's Izzy, the champion. And this episode is
Yep.
also sponsored by
Isabel
Pinnacle Health
Steiner.
and Performance, our buddies with hormone optimization. Go to them to make sure you have your labs and everything tested.
Yep.
Signing off again is Sean, Clay, and Izzy.
Peace.
Thank you, Dean.
Dean.
Bye.
Bye bye.